Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one. So today I'm showing you what my fleet currently looks like as of right now. I know before IAE I showed you what it looked like beforehand, and I speculated about some things that I was possibly going to get, but this is actually the current fleet as of right now, that is in my hangar, in my inventory. So let's get straight into it and kind of go over everything. As you notice, I've kind of grouped things together. My logic behind this is, for this area right here, this is all military and combat based type ships. The Asgard is kind of an in-between, but really when it boils down to it, it is like a military style, like combat ship type vehicle, even though it is transport, but it's made to transport other combat vehicles like the tank and I think they're called the Spartan vehicles that are, it's got a missile variant and a gun variant as well. So that's what that area is. And then right here in the center, you get basically, this is my, I guess you call it support or industrial type ships. You got your Golem for mining, your Vulture and Salvation for salvaging, and then the SRV for hauling, or not hauling, or towing rather. So that's what that is. And then back here, of course, these are all my ground-based type vehicles. And then lastly, we have over here, I kind of put these together as my transport ships. These are very dedicated transport ships. I mean, the course here is more of an exploratory, but you get the gist. Is more, I guess you can see, the more civilianized area. And then this little short bit right here, this is kind of like, it doesn't fit into a combat. It's not, it's kind of more civilian, but you can do a little bit of the above. Same thing for the Sulin. It's kind of like a civilian ship, but it's an alien ship. It's a starter. It's so it's kind of, I kind of put them in this little bracket right here. So but moving right along, we're gonna kind of just go through everything, and just, of course, I'll give my impression on why I have it, and of course I will go through maybe what I plan on doing later. I know a lot of people were letting me know that really a lot of these things are in the game right now, which they are, and I could buy some of them in game. Honestly, I have these ships because I like these ships and I want these ships as my own, so that's why I have them. Anything that I didn't really care about, I would just get rid of. So all of these have some sort of purpose for me. So getting straight into it, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Perseus. So it's the newest big ship, as you would say in the verse. Has two size 8 Medusa cannons, and they have size 3 hardpoint, I do believe, on both of them, dual, which you can replace out for anything. I've seen people put attritions or anything else on there, so you can switch those guns out on the remote turrets. But yeah, and it's got size 5 missiles. This is, I think, for me, that sweet spot where you don't have a huge organization you play with. You can get just enough people to enjoy playing with it, that you can man it and still have a lot of fun with it. That is why I got it. One of my org mates does have a Polaris, but we never use it. It's so big. I think another one of my org mates, we tried to just do it with 2 people. It is not that effective with 2 people. So really, I wanted something that really 3 of us can man decently and get a pretty good bit out of it. So that's why I got it. Plus, it looks really cool. I like the smaller ships. I don't like really huge ships. This one is actually about the size of a Galaxy, but whenever that comes out, that may change. Galaxy is confirmed to be in IAE next year, so we'll see. But I'm not really, I know a couple of my org mates have that, but really the other thing was, I wanted something again that is about that size, can be manned with a low amount of people, and I can enjoy. And this was definitely that. So I fulfilled that role as having some sort of combat, bigger vessel I could use. Now moving right along, of course, I have the Saber Firebird. Why is this? Sure, again, I know, and just hold the comments. I know I can buy these in game. I'm very much aware, but again, I like having them. I was using the Saber Firebird the other day, and I was doing missions where I was about 5 clicks out, undetectable by NPCs, and I was just hitting them with missiles, barraging them with missiles, and hitting the main targets, and then skedaddling. So it has its purpose being a stealth ship. I like that it's basically a stealth hitter, and then I'm on my business. So that's why I have it. I love the ship. It's great to fly in whenever I'm trying to stay not too deep in the fight, and I want to kind of hit them from a distance. It's a really good ship. Next we have the Guardian MX. It's my heavy fighter. I believe having a little bit of everything. I like this fighter. I actually prefer it over the F8 Lightning personally, but I love the Guardian series. It's a cool looking ship. If you like Star Wars TIE fighters and things like that, you'll definitely love the ship. But it's a really cool ship, so I enjoy it a lot. It has 4x4 weapons, and it has 24 missiles. So, and it's got pretty good armor. It's not the most quickest ship, but it's fun to fly around and play with. And so that's why I got it. It's my little heavier fighter. Then we have the Hornet Mark II. It doesn't really need introduction. It's a wonderful all-around fighter to get in the dogfights and to just get right. It's wonderful. Love having it. Asgard, it's got the most carrying capacity out of any of these ships for the size that it is. I'll never let that go. It's super cool, and I love the ship in general. I could put 2 ground vehicles if I wanted to, a Nursa, and then maybe I do believe I can fit the MTC in it as well. So I'm not, I can have more than one ground vehicle. Like I said, I love this ship. I think it's cool that it can fit all those bigger vehicles. When there's more ground gameplay, I'm pretty sure I will, in game, of course, buy like one of those Spartans and use those for some of those ground missions. If like a ground defend mission would be great. I know how they have in Pyro where the enemy keeps coming until you disable the towers. Having this go in, bring a one of those Atlas or big ground vehicles that has, say, the missiles or the guns, that would be a super cool way to use that to eliminate those incoming forces. So say like if you were trying to protect an area, I think that would be a great gameplay for it. And then of course the Zeus Mark II MR, which I'm waiting for this ship still. I could care less what anyone says. I really think it should be out already. Yes, I know it wouldn't be fully functional, but that's never stopped CIG before, even recently. So I would love to have it back sometime soon, to have it out so I could use it. Comes with a quantum entangler. I don't think it's an inductor. I think it's just an entangler and an EMP. And then of course it has the extra remote turret on top. I think the ship as a whole is a cool looking ship. Has an armory inside. I definitely like it, so that's why I got it. So back at it. So sorry I had to edit it because my little one came in. So now obviously onto the ones that are like the kind of out there misfit. I didn't think I was gonna like the Wolf very much, but now that they've got it to where I can switch between the ballistics and the laser cannons, I actually kind of like it. And the new paint that came with it, with the new L22, that green camo matte color, it's so sexy. I can't get rid of it. I love it. And it's quick. It's a nimble little thing. It actually fights pretty well, so I like it a lot. The Sulin, if you know me, I like Alien. It's, I think, one of the coolest starter ships they have in the game. I would definitely try to suggest someone wanting, like in my previous video, if they were wanting to do a starter ship, I think this is an all-around ship. It has 3 size 3s. It has 6 SEU. It's got 3 floors. It's a cool ship all the way around. I love this thing. So that's just my opinion. I love the ship. not getting rid of it. I love it. Now, as far as my industry type ships, Salvation is probably not going to stay. I'm keeping it long enough just to see how it does with the Ironclad, because they've increased the Ironclad capacity to 2,200 SEU. I was going to see how I could use it like in a mobile base type situation. I can just be out in the drift, keep just making, doing salvage, and filling this thing up. It may take a while, but at least I can just keep doing that and leave it out there. I don't know. I was gonna see how it works, so that's the only reason why I have that. I'm not attached to the Salvation. I just wanted to see what it's like, and it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. Again, I have a Vulture. The Vulture does great. So anyone looking to get into salvage, the Vulture is my winner. Now the Fortune, I did have that. I did let it go because I don't need 2 small size ships for or medium. I don't know what you call it. Maybe it's medium, but I don't need 2 ships to do the same thing. One with two heads, one with one has auto eject, the other one you have to, and it has it on the outside, which is the Fortune. This one you have to eventually go down there and move stuff manually. I don't mind it, so I prefer it hands down, honestly. I mean, the Fortune looks great. If you like that look, I would, you prefer that. It may take just a smidge longer. The difference between the Fortune and the Vulture as far as time to salvage isn't that big of a difference. But I just like the Vulture. I'm a Drake fan, so I chose that over the other one. Then the Golem, again, this is my miner. I don't do mining too often, but I still like the ability to do so. So I use it once in a while just to make a little bit extra cash on the side. It's, in the refinery doing its business while I do other things. And then, of course, the SRV. I think as things continue to grow in the Nick system, there will be more need for it. I mean, I know I always put it out there. If someone needs a tow, I'll go do it. I like this ship a lot. I hope that there's more gameplay for it, just like there's salvaging. Maybe where there's distress beacons and you have to tow them back to a certain place, and maybe they'll give you like the little green cube or area to drop it off in. That would be really cool. So I'm holding on to that. Ground vehicles, again, I know I can buy these in game. It's fine, but I prefer to have them off the rip. I like my MTC. I think it's a fun little vehicle to storm facilities with that I can't get near. I love this thing. And then the Ursa Medevac. Obviously, the Ursa is great to have whenever you have a ship that doesn't have a medical bed. Instead of, doing some heinous stuff and getting shot back to your home place or the last station you were on. It's a great thing to have. So that's why I have it. Pulse LX. I love the way this looks. I have the Star Kitty paint. I ain't gonna lie. I love that thing. I think it's dope. Got it. Atlas. Obviously, I can buy it in game. I just haven't got around to getting rid of it yet. So that's why I still have it. I'm pretty sure I'll get rid of it for something else at some point, maybe. So I'm not attached to that one either. Now, finally, the more civilian side of my fleet, Prowler utility. It's a stealth hauler. Yes, it only hauls 32 SU, but if you're hauling drugs, I mean, they'll get 32 SU, sneak past people all day unless they can see you visually, and make some money, haul some drugs. I do it all the time. I love this thing. Obviously, again, it's an alien ship. I love Alien. It's cool. So that's why I have this. I've always loved the Prowler, and the fact that, but having a drop ship, there's no bed, it just didn't seem, I just didn't find a reason to get the regular Prowler. It just doesn't do anything for me. But at least with the utility, I could still carry, obviously, a co-pilot and 3 other people, and I can haul cargo. I mean, I have a bed, but at least I can haul cargo. At least I get more of a purpose out of it, and I'm stealth. Yeah, I'm good with that. This is one of my favorite ships, so that's why I still have this one. Obviously, Drake Corsair. How many times do I have to keep going through it in my videos? You know what it is. My Corsair, the AKA Emerald Duchess, is the queen of my fleet. She is the best. I love this ship. I don't care what anyone says. Drake Corsair is the bomb.com. Now, if they would just fix all the things that are wrong with it, I would be happy. You know, the back door, it used to have the actuators that came down with the door, but now they're stuck up and the door opens up without them. It's sad looking. The bottom two guns still move when the co-pilot's in there, and it should not. Co-pilot should only have the only thing that it should be able to do is have control of the ship whenever the pilot is not in the pilot seat, and control of that rear gun. That is all. The rear turret flying the ship. That is all. CIG, fix it. Stop playing games. And also, as we're about to get to the Drake Cutter, how the Drake Cutter, if you notice, whenever you're flying, the flaps around the thrusters open up. Every time you boost or whatever, they open and close. The Corsair used to do that. Where's that at? CIG, stop playing games and fix this ship. I'm so sick of my Corsair not being the best that she could be. Stop it. So I love that ship. Gives me goosebumps. But anyways, so now we're going to the Clipper, the newest ship in the fleet. I love this ship because, again, I love Drake, but it is I forget the word they use for it, but it's like an all-around ship. It's a new category. It has a medical bed. It's eventually gonna have a crafting table, that decent quantum, and decent guns. 4 size 3s. It's a all-around ship. I love this thing. If you want to spend a little extra money for a start to get a ship that's as a starter ship, like obviously you have to get a starter pack, but with the ship. But if you want to spend a little extra money to get a ship that's got it all, I mean, yes, the cargo is only 12 SU, but you can still do a lot. They have a lot of small cargo hauling missions with it. This ship is cool. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with other manufacturers in this same new subcategory, but we'll have to still wait and see. But for me, I love the Clipper. Dope. And then, last but not least, the Ironclad. I wish this would have came out this year, teasing me with a photo of the interior with the Aurora in it was dirty. And now you're not bringing it out. And some people are trying to tell me it's coming out in Invictus Week next year. I am not waiting till May for this ship. They need to stop playing with me. I need my Ironclad at the beginning of the year. January. Stop playing with me, guys. Like this, I need this ship. I need this ship and that Zeus to get back before the year's up of next year. Because I don't want any more ships that I have that aren't there. You know, yes, I got loaner ships, but I don't want that. I want the ships that I got, which is why I was so glad they stopped selling concept ships. Apparently going to sell one more concept, which is supposedly some battle cruiser. And a lot of you out there that's got dough for days, y'all go ahead and do that. Y'all, if you have orgs that'll support that, you go ahead and do that. Not me. So, but I'm glad they stopped doing the concept ship stuff. It's super annoying. Waiting for something when it should be out by now and it's not. So, but yeah, Ironclad, 2,200, I think like 5 or something SCU of cargo. It is awesome. This is Drake's solution to their solution to the Hull series. Sure, you only get to do half of the cargo that a Hull C does, but it's interior and it's armored versus, you know, the Hull C where it's all exposed, where, you know, if I was bored and I wanted to get, you know, take my Prowler and, like, you know, if you have small enough boxes, I could just take some and just dip out. You know, sure, it may not be a big of a hit on your wallet when I do that, but still, who wants to deal with that? You know, I'd rather have my stuff interior, retractable top, and maybe, if you know what I'm saying, I might decide to want to take down your Hull C and then while everything's floating in space, just steal the cargo then. I mean, you know, it's this ship, I think made a lot of people turn their heads towards Drake and was like, all right, Drake, I see where you at. I see where you at. So I cannot wait for this one to come out. Like I said, I was gonna think about getting the Assault, but I don't need it. This is where I'm at. So that's my fleet that I have right now, guys. Tell me what you think. Let me know down in the comments. Do you like my fleet? Do you not? You know, what would you guys have changed in it? What do you guys have that you think is better than some of the stuff that I have? You know, depending on what their purpose is. So as always, you know what your boy Raptor Spirit is. I really appreciate you guys. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.